In the dust-worn bones of Texas, where the wind smells faintly of kolaches and the trees whisper recoil, something lingers. Some say it's just content, just YouTube. But others believe what he left behind wasn't just a channel, it was a presence. He wasn't just a firearms expert. He was a builder, a storyteller, a digital pioneer with a soft Texas drawl, and a doctorate in destruction. Matt Carriker, Demolition Ranch, Off the Ranch, Vet Ranch, has retired in 2025. Gracefully, intentionally, a final upload, a farewell, gratitude, and then silence. But not everything fades. Some say the land still remembers. Others say the content infected the algorithm, but theorists call it something else entirely. In his final months, Matt released a schedule's worth of destruction. Every upload methodical, every shot intentional. A farewell tour filmed in advance, pure chaos preserved in 4K. When the last video dropped, the channels went quiet, but the ranges didn't. This casing, it's warm. It smells like powder, but no one has been near that range for days. Not officially anyway. Something is still out there, not filming, just testing, experiencing.
He's not gone. He's fragmented. Every suppressed shot was the sacrament. Every video, a signal. You think the upload stopped? They just switched planes. He's in the brass. He's in the dust. He's in the recommended feed of the divine. He's not retired. He's buffering from the beyond.
Across Texas, they're finding things. Casings in closed ranges. Clean targets struck from impossible angles. Soda cans pierced mid-logo. Cryptid experts have called these lead prints, the marks of something that fired, but didn't stay. I didn't shoot this. No one did. Found it with a sticky note inside, folded, blank. But somehow, it still says everything.
He always shot from the west. Now we're seeing hits from the east. Uphill, against the wind, through cover. It's like gravity flinched and ballistics just gave up. One round ricocheted 3 times and still hit dead center. Twice.
Some say the properties he once walked, places he rebuilt, resorts he began reviving, still carry the spark. Not a haunting, more like an impression. The kind left by someone who never did anything halfway.
You don't just scrub that kind of presence off a place. You can repave it, repaint it, but you can't unfire what happened here.
They say that the Wraith does not walk in boots. He moves in the wind, in memory. Even in absence, the legend adapts. Brass left in reverence, a single casing at sunrise, a breakfast taco held skyward like communion. And the note, the incantation, now whispered as folklore. Don't tell Mayor. Not all echoes come from recoil. Some come from drywall, from cement, from hours spent not testing weapons, but fixing fences. Off the ranch was quieter, but no less watched. They say the properties Matt left behind didn't stay still. Viewers report new boards nailed in place, door hinges moved. One man claims a partially restored Silverado rolled itself 10 feet closer to the tiny house overnight. This was his old project, abandoned, boarded up. But every satellite pass since March shows one change. Every time, a different door open, a truck parked, then gone. No activity on the ground, just progress.
He wasn't fixing a ranch. He was embedding himself in the beams like some kind of drywall horcrux. You pour that much energy into a place and it stops being a structure, starts becoming more of a memory with walls and ceilings and dust in the corner. Whatever's walking through those halls now, he's probably just wandering, questioning. Where's Mikey?
Several hobbyists have attempted to monitor the locations he once filmed. Motion sensors trip with no wind. Range cameras lose focus at 3:57 p.m. sharp across multiple sites. Audio captures low humming. One file analyzed spectrally revealed a waveform matching the phrase, "Welcome to Demolition Ranch," slowed down 400%.
Welcome to Demolition Ranch.
I analyzed the waveform 3 times. Twice sober, once during a blood moon. That pitch drop, organic. Like a whisper from a throat that forgot how to die. No mics, no speakers, just static. And intent. That wasn't an upload. That was a land transmission. Texas is broadcasting him now. He is Texas now.
Across YouTube, the algorithm still pushes him, unprompted. Old videos surfacing on fresh accounts. One user claimed their channel auto-subscribed to Demolition Ranch at 3:17 a.m. Even after farewell, his content lingers. More than memory, less than man. I disconnected my Wi-Fi, full isolation, but the intro still played on my desktop. Just once, just long enough for him to wink and say, "Don't try this at home." Then he was gone. They say recoil has memory, that every shot fired writes its own ghost into the chamber, and some ghosts load themselves. Viewers visiting abandoned filming sites report a sensation, the weight of a camera on them, the sudden urge to shout an intro. One man tried and was immediately knocked back by nothing but air. A fan once claimed to recover a set of blueprints from a dump near a Whataburger. It was never confirmed, but the paper apparently showed plans for a multi-level range, complete with cannon notations and a Waffle House threat test zone. Was it parody? Was it real? Some believe it's part of the Wraith's larger design, a phantom facility that never got filmed, but somehow will get built anyway. This isn't satire. This isn't merch. This is hand-labeled, distressed, and includes 4 separate notations reminding the reader to not tell Mayor, once even in Spanish.
Now this ain't just a blueprint. It's a summoning circle, drawn in drywall and drywall regret. You build this thing and hit record. YouTube's compression algorithm folds in on itself like a dying star. Ad revenue alone would have triggered sanctions.
New accounts, no subscriptions, still get the ping. YouTube denies it, but the pattern remains. Some say the algorithm is haunted. Others say he became part of it. He left with grace, said goodbye, closed every door with gratitude. But some doors refuse to stay shut.
I left my laptop off for a week. No power. When I booted it, well, thumbnail of a fridge and a flamethrower. Never searched for it, never watched it. But I know what it meant. He's still out there, not for views, for velocity.
His channels are done, his family moving forward, his life at peace. But the chaos he carved into the world remains like lines in stone. Not a haunting, not an algorithm, something deeper. Some say he waits for the next project, the next what if, the next absurd, glorious, poorly advised idea.
Hey babe, you done?
Yep, I just finished it. Next Cryptid Creators is all done.
Well, there's only one rule in the demolition.
What the fuck was that?
You don't tell Mayor.
No, I swear! No, I didn't tell her! I didn't tell her!